Hi, and welcome back to this week's Self-Love Masterclass. My name is Renee. I'm a self-love teacher, coach, doula, and a Reiki master. And every single week, we come back here to explore new ways to develop our self-esteem, our self-worth, and to create the inner wisdom so we can manifest the life of our dreams. If it's your first time, do be sure to listen until the end and check out the other videos on the channel. I hope you really like them and that you come back and watch some more. And then of course, for all of my peeps who come out here every week, I love you. Thank you for being here. So today we are talking about taking responsibility for your life. And in this video, I'm gonna give you 3 powerful tips, 3 things that you can use to shift yourself from being stuck to being fully in power in your life. You know, one of the things that I see so often in my coaching practice is people who think that they have no power. It doesn't matter what background you are, what age you are, what your religious beliefs are, what your sexual orientation is. I am telling you that everybody hits this barrier at least at one point or another in their life. Sometimes the circumstances that we're dealing with just feel so big that we don't even know where to begin or how to begin to overcome them. I want to help you prepare for today's class. I think it would be really helpful if you take notes. So if you can, go and grab an iPad, piece of paper, pen, whatever, and then take notes as we go. Tip number 1 is stop waiting. And particularly what I'm speaking about is stop waiting or expecting someone else to make your life better. A lot of us have these expectations that our partners, our parents, our friends, or the people who love us the most or we think love us the most are going to help us get out of the sticky situation or the tough situation that we're in. I am telling you from personal experience, no one else can take care of you as well as you can take care of yourself, because nobody knows the inner workings of your own mind and what you are feeling better than you. So if you're going to get through the tough times or you're going to push through barriers, you have got to say, it's up to me. You know, there's that expression, if it's to be, it's meant. What is it? Hold on a second. If it is to be, it's up to me. Yes, that's it right there. That is the philosophy that I want you to take on and that I think would be really powerful for you. Because the moment you stop waiting is the moment you feel in your body that you want to get into action right away. Tip number 2 is stop dwelling in the past. Oh my goodness. Have you ever noticed that whenever you're focused on the past, it's like you're also stuck in the past? My belief and what I teach my clients is that whatever direction you are looking at is the direction that you are moving in. So if you are pointed in the direction of the past, where you're headed to is the past, and you will stay stuck there. If you want to really get through things in life, if you really want to have breakthroughs, you want to move forward, you have got to pull yourself out of the past and move forward. That means stop talking about the stuff that happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Stop looking at what you didn't have and what you could have had or what you should have had. And instead understand that the time you are in is right now. So the question to ask yourself is, what am I going to do right now? If I'm not looking backward and I'm looking forward, what am I going to do to get myself to that point? I know how difficult this is, okay? So I'm saying this right now. If you feel like you can't stop drudging up the past, you can't stop talking about the thing that your ex did or your boyfriend did or your parents did or your best friend did or that betrayal or that bad thing that happened or that death that happened or that person that said this to you or did this to you, please work with somebody because they will help you to process that stuff so that you can move forward. But this is really, really key and a huge part of taking responsibility. You have got to stop looking backwards and start looking forward. Tip number 3 is stop the blame game. Oh my gosh, I think we're all guilty of this. You may have had an argument or there may have been some stuff that happened in your past, right? And so, things happened, and I don't mean to gloss over them or make them seem like they're insignificant or not important, but it's important for you to understand that the longer you blame someone else for the way your life is or for what your life has become, the longer you give your power away to that person, those people, or those circumstances. This is all about really saying, you know what? I'm done blaming and I'm ready to move forward. Even deeper in this is forgiveness. I'll do another video on forgiveness at another time, but if you can't get to a place of forgiveness, then at least say to yourself, I'm going to stop blaming. See how you in some way can take responsibility for the past and what happened to you. Now, of course, there are certain circumstances, like things that happened in our childhood, that you'll need to process and work through. I'm certainly not going to sit here and say if you, for example, endured some horrific child abuse or childhood trauma, that you should take responsibility for that. Instead, what I'm saying is get yourself to a place where you're not focused on the blame. Get yourself to a place where you are ready to go from a victim to a survivor, and then the last part of that is becoming a thriver. That's the goal of this particular step. And of course, if you need help on understanding the principles of forgiveness, then work with a psychotherapist, a counselor, or someone like myself who is a coach, and we will help you to process that stuff in a way that's healthy. You know what, my friends? At the end of the day, all we have is right now. All we have is this moment. And the longer you decide to put your life in someone else's hands or in the circumstances' hands, the more powerless you will feel and the longer you will stay stuck. Taking responsibility doesn't mean blaming yourself or saying that everything that has happened to you is okay. It's about saying, I am not going to let my past dictate my future. I am not going to allow my circumstances to hold me back. I am going to push through and I am going to move forward. It is about saying, this is my life and I am going to make it beautiful. So I hope that this video has been very helpful for you and incredibly motivational for you. If you enjoyed it, please support this video by giving it a thumbs up. Not only that, it helps me to know what content is really relevant for you, makes a difference for you, so I'll continue to make videos on similar subject matters. Also, if you like this self-love conversation and you want more of it, you can follow me on all different kinds of social media platforms. All of the links are below. I think I'm on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram is huge right now. We're near 10,000 people. So find a platform that works for you and also follow me there. Last but not least, subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. Weekly classes come out, vlogs also come out, and of course, I'm always taking video requests. So if you have something specific that you'd like for me to do a video on, then you can always leave that in the comments. As always, my friends, it has been an incredibly huge pleasure being with you, and I can't wait to do the next class. But don't you forget, until then, we are in this together. Mwah!